Waiting on You was the song that started the whole process of recording this record. My producer, Christian Bush, and I were listening through music and listening through a bunch of songs, and the minute he heard Waiting on You, he was like, this is where we start. It has a little bit of blues, a little bit of rock and roll, a lot of country. It was the start of the chapter. I love Champagne. I remember the day I wrote Champagne with fellow artist Walker Hayes and our friend Fred Wilhelm, and I was sitting in the writer's room being like, can we say Jessica Biel in a song? Like, can we even say that? And they were like, of course you can say that. And so it's been amazing just to see fans get so excited about it. It's one of my favorite songs. Castle is a song on the record that makes my musical heart happy. As pre-production recording this record, Christian Bush, my producer, had me re-record my favorite record of all time. And when I told him my favorite record was Continuum by John Mayer, I re-recorded Continuum, which was such an amazing learning experience, and I think that whole process really inspired the song Castle. Good is a song I wrote with the same group of writers that we wrote Waiting on You, the single with. And I remember walking into the room that day just wanting to write a song about sometimes it's weird when you get used to things going well, and you're so used to always having like mountains and valleys and mountains and valleys, and so used to, okay, when is the bad stuff gonna come? And so it's like, is it okay to get used to things being good? And yeah, of course it is. Wildfire is a song that Christian Bush, my producer, and I wrote in the studio. We were on our last day of tracking and we were missing that one song, and it was like kind of when a puzzle is done and you're missing that one piece, you know exactly what it needs to look like. And so we wrote Wildfire in the studio in 15 minutes and recorded it on the spot. And it was so exciting. It's one of the band and I's favorite songs to play live. Mint is a love song, and it's a love song about a relationship is not always going to be a movie screen relationship where you're getting flowers every day and just everything is so sunny. It just talks about a relationship being real and the real parts of just two people getting to know each other to that point, and it being your version of perfect, you know, your version of Mint. White Noise is a song that's written by Kelsey Ballerini, and I remember the first time I heard White Noise, I was floored by it. And cutting outside songs is a thing completely outside of my comfort zone. But the minute I heard White Noise, I needed to text Kelsey and be like, can I record this song? This song needs to be on my record. And she thankfully said yes, and now it completes the project. Criminal is the song I've had for the longest on the whole record. It's a love song. It talks about, you know, I feel like I'm falling in love with you so much that you're stealing my own heart away from me. Just Another Girl I wrote with Shane McAnally and Josh Osborne, two of my favorite songwriters in Nashville. And it's a song about not wanting to settle, you know, not wanting to be just another girl who's so used to getting her heart broken. It's like, I want more than that. A girl should be able to expect more than that. Space is another outside song on this record that was written by Caitlin Smith, who's such an incredible singer-songwriter from Nashville. And when I originally heard Space, I was like, Christian, I can't sing this song. And he was like, yeah, Lindsay, you can. In fact, I look at you as more of a singer than a guitar player. And he's like, I know everybody looks at you as a guitar player. So Space was a song that really even helped me surprise myself. I think through recording the whole project, I've become a different singer, a different guitar player, a different artist altogether. Always Kiss the Girl is advice that I think anybody in a relationship, when they're wondering if you should kiss a girl or not, you always kiss the girl. Like, when in doubt, always kiss the girl. Worth the Wait is a really special song on the record. It's what I called my EP that I released earlier this year, and I'm a firm believer that when you work hard for things in life and you need to wait for them long enough, it just makes it worth it. I wanted to start the project and end the project with songs about waiting, because I feel like so many parts of my career and my personal life I've been waiting and working hard for things to work out, and I'm finally at the point where I'm just so happy and I'm grateful, and it's been worth the wait. I decided to call this record The Project because I felt like from the beginning of when Christian Bush, my producer, and I started planning and talking about this record to now the fact that it's out, it's felt like a science project. It's felt like I'm discovering finally who I am as an artist, what I want to say, how I want to sound. He's had me do all these little experiments along the way that I just felt like it needed to be called The Project, because that's what it was.